as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Brandon Wilson to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down, here's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a
apparently I haven't showed up yet.
Being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, they play the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle.
It's always different when you play against another person.
Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We're scoreless after 1.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Now Burrow on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow.
Oh!
And this is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful.
I could have had a pick. Should have had a pick.
And I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Yeah.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
4 o'clock.
To the air again, Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now the Bengals are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Why not?
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Nice.
Joe Burrow taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
I did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I hope so. I kind of need it.
To throw is Garoppolo. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
Oh,
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively.
Yeah.
They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a dangerous throw that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo again.
motherfucker.
A sea of defenders.
Wrong button.
Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bengals are going to take
not who that was supposed to be.
at their own 5-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
All right, let's see if we can do something with this. I got to do something or I'm going in the hole.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player.
But they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help both.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. Fine work there on the touchdown run.
Well,
and the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Nice job. All right, you got this wrapped up now.
Extra point by McPherson. Up
This one's over.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, Mitchell.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
21.
Play action. Garoppolo. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Oh!
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
That was the game if it didn't
scores.
make
I don't
it.
think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Mitchell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Good game.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Nice win.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yards.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off
I
at the
can't
12.
believe you threw that.
And they're going to get the football just outside the 10.
I can't believe you
at the
threw it,
11-yard
period.
line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone.
Get ahead.
Great spot
It's
to add
14 to
points
nothing with
the
2 minutes.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen
How much
a defense
ahead do you need?
a lot of field behind them, get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot.
I mean, it's not like you and Fred
They
are
took
losing.
advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate
Well,
gets
you've seen how I create turnovers.
Possession, that's all
I got that shit in art form, dude.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far, and no touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Still going to lose, but at least it wasn't a shutout this time.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
It does. It's not recognizing it when I hit the button the first time.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
On 2. 57. Yeah.
of the shotgun. They run with Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 57. Here we go. Ready?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
I just felt like doing it.
So from the 36,
there was no real
1st and 10.
reason.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance.
We've
seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
It wasn't a quarterback
kneel
really
helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.
Good game,
that was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Right. Right.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Right.
It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
All right. Well, good game, man.